Gaming. You know the thing you do late at night with your homies and spend hours doing having fun?
Your video is really quiet and it's really annoying. Like, I know that's not a great way to start the video. I'm just saying your video is like 50% quieter than everything else I respond to. I'm not sure why. It's also only in 360p. I might be focusing on the wrong things right now.
You get the point. Here's why gaming fell off and why gaming just isn't fun anymore.
Oh, wait, gaming fell off? Gaming is bigger than it's ever been. Like, literally ever. Also, I know this is a very subjective thing, and this whole video is very subjective, but I'm still going to respond to it because you've already said a thing that's wrong. But also, I'm so tired of the constant narrative of people saying, oh, video games aren't fun anymore. There's just no more fun video games. Maybe if you branched out of your comfort zone, you wouldn't be saying that. Again, gaming is bigger than it's ever been. There's something for everyone. You just have to look.
Before the video starts, according to YouTube, only 38% of you guys who view my video are actually subscribed. So if you enjoy this video, subscribe, like, and comment. I put a lot of effort into this video and I appreciate it.
Yeah, about that. You have 10,000 subs with 2 videos. And your most recent video has less than 200 views after 4 days. Naturally, looking at this, I got curious and looked through your subscriptions. Let's take a journey through D-Hoops' subscriptions. I'd also like to point out that a lot of the channels you're subscribed to have no content. Like, none. Just think this is worth pointing out.
Okay, now the first reason. Sweats. A lot of sweats.
Sweats have always been a thing, and they're on every platform, they're on almost every game, they've always existed. It's just you're noticing them more because gaming is getting bigger, the demographics are getting bigger, the player bases are getting bigger, and yes, there are more people who take the game seriously. Also, the longer that video games are out, the more people are getting better at mechanics. The average gamer is better at first-person shooters today than they were 10, 15 years ago. But perhaps most importantly, just because someone is better than you does not mean they're a sweat.
Back in the good old days of 360, there weren't really any sweats unless you're playing Call of Duty.
I'm sorry, there weren't sweats on the 360 outside of Call of Duty. You just said that. Did you not play Halo? Did you not play Gears of War? On other platforms, did you not play Counter-Strike? Did you not play TF2? Again, esports culture and big multiplayer shooter culture wasn't as much of a thing yet, but air quotes sweats have always existed in every multiplayer game. Whenever you have a competitive game, it's human nature for people to want to get really good at it. And again, just because someone's better than you doesn't mean they're a sweat. Just because somebody's good at a game doesn't mean they're a sweat or a no-life. I hate that stereotype. Like, since when did it become a bad thing for people to want to get good at their hobbies, especially when their hobbies are competitive in nature?
Now you got sweats in games like Fortnite, GTA, 2K, Minecraft, hell, even Among Us has sweats.
Yes, those are multiplayer games. Multiplayer games have people who want to get good at them. I fail to see the issue here.
Which leads me on to my second reason.
Okay, we're just not going to elaborate on that. Look, if you don't want to get super competitive with video games, that's fine. Like, if you don't want to play video games really competitively, that's fine. If you don't want to play multiplayer games really competitively, that's fine. There are a million options for you to not do that. Why is this a negative stain on gaming as a whole to you? You said gaming fell off. You said gaming isn't fun anymore, but you're yet to say a single thing that hasn't literally always been the case with video games.
The people who don't play for fun but try hard all the time and play the game like it's their last.
So, the same thing you already talked about?
Now I know some people are going to be like, Daniel, aren't you one of those people? Yes. Yes, I am.
Okay, so reason invalid then.
And in 2021, it's either you sweat or you get sweated on, and there's no end if buts about it.
Absolutely not true. If you don't want to sweat in a multiplayer game, don't play a sweaty multiplayer game. Also, the amount of sweats you run into in these games are usually in the minority. Unless you're playing a game that distinctly is meant to be played competitively, like, something like, I don't know, Counter-Strike or Valorant. Yeah, there's going to be more sweats on those because they are inherently more competitive games and they attract a more competitive crowd. But every game you just listed, GTA, Fortnite, 2K, like, since when could those games not be enjoyed casually?
But it's crazy to think in 10 years from 2010, there'd be hella people tryharding and not having enjoyment in video games.
Some people get enjoyment out of tryharding. Did you ever think of that? Some people enjoy things that you don't enjoy, and that's okay. A lot of people enjoy things that I don't enjoy, and that's okay. I'm glad they have the ability to enjoy those things. When someone DMs me or someone tweets at me and they say, Joe, I know, I respect your opinion, but I really enjoy this game that you don't like. And that's happened to me multiple times recently. I've had people DM me saying that they think Fortnite is still really fun. I've had people respond to my tweets about The Evil Within and say, I really like The Evil Within, even though Joe says it's garbage. And therefore it is garbage. But that doesn't mean I think those people are wrong or I think those people are doing the wrong thing. It just means they have a different opinion than me and they enjoy something that I don't enjoy. And I'm glad they do. I wish I could enjoy Fortnite still. I wish I liked The Evil Within, because who benefits from me not liking something? Who benefits from not enjoying something? There's a growing mentality with a lot of gamers now that I think is so unproductive. And it's this idea that video games are they're collectively becoming unfun. And video games just aren't fun anymore. The industry is growing. The industry is appealing to more people. There are more games than ever. There's more money being put into gaming than ever. And now, more than ever, I can confidently say there is a game for everybody out there if they want to look. But there's a lot of people out there who just can't deal with the fact that gaming is not the same way it was back during the 360 and PS3 days. Look, I came up on those days too. That's when I got those were the days that I got really into gaming. Do I wish things were still the same way as they were then? Yeah. I would love to go back and play Black Ops 2 again. I would love to go back and play Halo Reach again. Or, Halo Reach like in its heyday. I would love those days to come back, but they're not going to come back. So what do? You move on, find other games that scratch that same itch, because there are some out there. There's an itch scratcher game for every type of person. Stop being so pessimistic about these things.
Because for some of us, video games are a stress reliever, and if we're tryharding or getting tryharded on, we aren't relieving any stress.
So play something else. It's really not hard.
And here is my third reason on why video games aren't fun anymore. Maturity.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really not fun games out there that aren't fun because they're trying to be, air quotes, mature. But I don't feel like that's actually what you're about to talk about.
As we grow up, we now seem to have more responsibilities and more things to take care of.
Nope, that's not what you were talking about.
You gotta start turning yourself into an adult. You gotta get your driver's license.
If you think getting a driver's license is like a super adult thing, then you're probably not ready for the adult world.
You have to go find a job. You need to get your own house, own car.
You don't have to get your own house. Like, it's a good idea, but you don't have... What?
All that. And when video games get in the middle of it, video games start to become a distraction and a lesson of enjoyment.
I'm sorry, video games are a distraction? Literally every hobby is a distraction. Are you saying that you can't enjoy video games if you have adult responsibilities? Because by this logic, you can't enjoy any hobby if you have adult responsibilities, which is also wrong. What if I said, the older you get, the less you just want to play guitar? Guitar just stops being fun the older you get because you have all these other responsibilities. No. Your hobbies become even more appreciated as you get older because they're more of an escape from the adult world, from your adult responsibilities, whatever that means. I'm 24 years old. I live on my own. I pay my bills. I have a full-time job. I'm a full-time college student, and I still play video games to escape. I savor those moments even more. I've been playing video games less and less because I've just become more and more busy with my life, but that makes me enjoy video games even more because they're even more of an escape. And since I have good time management skills and I have good self-discipline, video games are not a distraction for me, at least not in the negative connotation. It's completely possible to be a working adult and have hobbies. You know who does that? Literally everyone.
So really, the last time you enjoyed playing a video game was when you were younger.
Actually, the last time I enjoyed video games was like 40 minutes ago.
Because you had no responsibilities, you didn't have to pay bills, you didn't have to study for stuff, and every day felt like a movie.
No. This idolization of the way things were is not going to be helpful the longer you go on in life. You sound like a younger guy. You're probably like 18, 19, 20, like just really, starting your adult life. Let me just give you a little piece of advice, not just to you, but to everyone. The whole idolization of the way things were when you were a kid, the way things were in high school when you were a teenager, it's not going to get you anywhere. And if you're fixated on the way things were, you're not going to enjoy things as you get older. Do I miss the simplicity of life when I was younger? Yeah. But do I want to go back? No. I love being an adult. I love having control of my own life. But it all ties back into what I said earlier about this growing group of people who just say video games aren't fun anymore because they're not the way they were. Life isn't fun anymore because it's not the way it was. Embrace the way things are. I'm getting fucking philosophical over here. You could quote me and put me on a fucking popsicle stick. Enjoy things in the moment, because life only gets better the older you get. The older you get, the more life opens up, the more you can embrace it, the more you can take advantage of life. The more you can take advantage of the things that life gives you. Do I sometimes miss the simplicity of being younger? Yeah, absolutely I do. But I wouldn't want to go back, because then you would have to give up so much of your actual human adult life to go back there. Don't dwell on the things that are gone. Embrace the things that are here now. I went off on a serious tangent there. Maybe I learned you something with that.
And as I see myself grow up and mature and progress, I see myself playing less video games and enjoying them way less than before.
And that's okay. Maybe you just don't like video games anymore. Have you thought of that? Like, maybe you just don't like video games anymore.
And with that, I'll bring you my fourth reason on why video games aren't fun anymore.
No, why video games aren't fun for you anymore.
The toxic communities and the developers.
Earlier in this video, you were lamenting the loss of old school Call of Duty, and now you're saying games aren't fun because of toxic communities? Do you see now what I mean when I say people are just fixated on the way things were as opposed to the way things are now? These two statements from you literally cannot coexist, and yet here they are.
We have seen games like Fortnite and 2K that lost popularity over time due to their toxic players and the developers making the game worse every year.
No, it's the second one. It's the second one. Fortnite and 2K are losing popularity because of the developers, not because of the communities. Toxic communities have literally always been a part of online gaming, and it's the developers and the publishers.
And on that note, video games are here to stay. We won't see them decreasing in popularity anytime soon.
You just said, but earlier in this video you said they're falling off.
And those are the reasons on why video games aren't fun anymore.
For you.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and comment, and share.
Like the other 10,000 people? Sorry, was I not supposed to say that? Look, video games are such a fucking great hobby. And, you know, this is Joe from Seattle, especially if you're on PC. Holy shit, there are so many goddamn games. There are so many ways to enjoy gaming on the PC. It's beautiful. I switched to PC in 2017, I think. That, like, completely revitalized video games for me. It's a whole new world over here. I don't really know how to conclude this video. I'm bad at concluding videos as it is, but like I feel like I wrapped up my thoughts a few minutes ago with that big little spiel. If you're willing to venture out of your comfort zone, especially out of the AAA comfort zone, you will find a game that you fall in love with. I guarantee it. A lot of people think video games just aren't fun because they don't enjoy the popular games. And I mean, I don't enjoy most of the popular games. I like Warzone, I like Apex, but like, you know, the big games, you know, stuff like GTA or 2K or FIFA, the stuff that sells millions and millions of copies every year, I don't really enjoy those games either. I don't think they're fun at all. It blows my mind people keep buying them. But does that mean I think gaming is dying? No, I'm more of a gamer now than I ever have been. There's something for everybody with this hobby. You just have to be willing to embrace it. You're right, video games aren't going anywhere. But with your mentality, they might go somewhere. So, can you stop? Thanks.